John Nichols with The Nation is on the line with us from Madison, Wisconsin. Hey, John, welcome back.
It's good to be with you, Tom.
Thank you.
I'm talking to you. I should tell you, I'm talking to you from the east side of Madison, where State Representative Mark Pocan, who's running for Congress, has pulled together about 20 of his volunteers and supporters. They've got their maps, and they're putting his congressional campaign on hold for today and going door to door throughout the neighborhoods to try and get several thousand signatures out of his district. So
Wow.
They'll give you a sense of what's going on in Wisconsin.
Yeah, this is the let's get, 500,000 or 700,000? What's the goal, total number of signatures to recall Walker?
Tom?
Yeah.
Sure, it is. Officially, the goal is 540,000 signatures.
Okay.
But realistically, as you know and your listeners well know, that you have to overshoot. And so they're looking, basically the concept is to get around 700,000 signatures. That means that over the next 60 days, they need to gather 15,000 signatures a day. Mm-hmm. And I tell you, if what I'm looking at today is any indication, I don't think they're going to have a lot of trouble.
Okay. Very interesting. Thoughts on what's going on with the media blackout? Oh, before we get to that, I understand that there are Republicans bragging about the fact that they're going to themselves go around and take Walker petition, impeach
Sure.
Walker, or recall Walker petitions, and then destroy them. But that's a felony in Wisconsin. Is that just
Absolutely.
braggadocio and it's just going to fade away, or was there actually some sort of organized attempt to do that?
Tom, there have been just about every possible dirty trick you can imagine. And it begins with yesterday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the website that everybody in Wisconsin knew you went to get the petitions. That's United Wisconsin. Their website was hit by a massive cyber attack. And the people who run their website determined that it was a denial of service attack, sort of a classic kind of thing that the Pentagon looks at as, a cyber attack. Hit by it, took the site down for the better part of 6 hours. And so you put that in combination with the very clear evidence of people, it looks like Tea Party involved folks, communicating about how to steal or take petitions and then destroy them, potentially to go out and actually gather signatures on petitions, and then after getting those signatures, destroy them. And so, there's a lot of, that's clearly afoot, and it's clearly a challenge. But I have to tell you, Tom, the fascinating thing is the counter to it. Last night on State Street in Madison, there were hundreds of people out, literally pouring out into the street with their petitions at 12:01. The first petition was certified at 12:42 a.m., all filled out and ready to go. And this morning we had reports there were dozens of people out in Eagle River, Wisconsin, in the far north, dozens out in Elkhorn, Wisconsin at midnight. And so the bottom line is that despite the dirty tricks and the frustrations and all of the kind of parts of politics people don't like, the sense around the state today is much more festive. It's almost literally people coming to the door saying "Happy Recall Day."
Yeah.
So I think it's working.
Yeah, this is what Ben Mansky told us last night, that it was basically people were having like house parties and block parties to wait until midnight so that they could sign the petitions.
Pajama parties. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. John Nichols, your thoughts on what's going on right now in New York City and what happened overnight and the police. The media blackout that was imposed by the billionaire mayor in that city.
Yeah, I think it's really troubling in the United States of America that you would have evictions and raids going on at 1 or 2 in the morning. Let's be clear about that. That's the sort of stuff that you read about in novels about South American dictatorships or Europe in the 1930s. And we should not be cautious about calling it out as wholly inappropriate. And by the same token, I'm very pleased with a statement that came out from Danny Cantor of the Working Families Party in New York. It's been so supportive of Occupy Wall Street. And as Danny said, you can't evict an idea whose time has come.
Right.
And I do think that these over-the-top, draconian, and wholly inappropriate actions by authorities in New York are more likely to energize movements around the country than to tamp it down. As for the media coverage and the timing, look, clearly this was intended to create a nice little package where the park is cleared by the time anybody turns the camera on. But the reality is that we live in a new age, Tom, and you're a part of it. We have media that's being created by real people and committed folks and getting this story out. And, we don't, I always say we no longer have an alternative media in America. What we used to call the alternative media really is our essential media now. And the mainstream media that fails to cover these stories becomes increasingly irrelevant.
Well, even the mainstream media was apparently kept out. NBC reports that their helicopter was told to get out of the air, that, regular reporters, in fact, a New York Times reporter got arrested.
Yeah, no, and we've seen incidents like this all over the country. It happens that because
Mayor Kwan said that she was on a conference call with 18 other cities.
Yeah.
So this apparently is coordinated.
Because it's happening in New York City, people are paying a special attention to it, New York being a media center. But the thing that we need to be conscious of is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you had a Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel photographer with her credentials and all of her cameras arrested. In Portland, we've had incidents. In Seattle, all over the country, San Francisco, Oakland. And so it's very, very clear that
hold on just a second, John. Hold on.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 866-987-THOM.
Okay, finish your sentence in 10 seconds.
I'm sorry. Political power would like to shut this story down. They would like it to go away. But the fact is, it is not something we're going to get rid of. You can't evict an idea.
Amen. It's not going away. Thank you, John.